Hey guys, what's up? StereoDragonGravity here, and today I am bringing you a deck profile of my Eradicators, Vowing Saber Dragon Reverse. Yep, so got my first deck finished from BTO 12. So, been doing some testing with the deck. You know, I've had problems with it in tournament and so forth, but mainly it's just me learning the playstyle of the deck, but it can still be a very fun deck to play, unless you face Garmor. I played this against a Garmor, and first game we both went to almost decking out, and then we went to where he always had a 10 size hand through most of the game, so that Garmor is just crazy. But it doesn't really help if I try to retire his units with this and he just called them back, but it's still a neat deck. So of course our starter is Eradicator Linshu. His skill is when this unit boosts an attack that hits opponent's Vanguard. If you have an Eradicator Vanguard, I believe. Yep. It has to boost the unit with Eradicator in its card name. And it hits, counter +1, move it to the soul, and retire grade 1 or less. So it's there to kill their grade 1s and 0s, just to put some early pressure early game. And for worse, it's your Vanguard booster, and you can lock it with your reverse Vowing Saber. For grade 3s, I run 1, 2, and 3. Eradicator, Vowing Saber Dragon Reverse. Yeah. So I run 3 of this card because it is a cross ride. You don't want to ride it first. And I have other grade 3s I want to run. But its skill is Limit Break 4, Counterblast 2, choose 2 Eradicators on your field and lock them, and your opponent chooses 2 or her rear guards, retires them, and this unit gains 10k until end of turn. So lock cards are turned face down until that and come face up at the end of their owner's turn. So very neat card. Artwork looks nice. Basically, it's there to... What I've mainly done with this card is, if I can't help me to fix columns and get rid of my opponent's perfect columns. So, if I have limited rear guards, I power them up with retiring them. Next, I run 2, Eradicator Dragonic Descendant. He's there for mainly pressure and finishing your opponent off late game. His skill is counter +1, choose 3 Eradicators from your hand. If this unit's attack did not hit on Vanguard, you can restand this unit and gain +1 crit, as well as a special counterblast gains 5k until end of turn. So basically it's there to help with a finishing blow, to put pressure on your opponent. The idea is you mess up your opponent's field and hand with this guy, and then you have your Descendant to go. Next I run 3, Eradicator Vowing Sword Dragon. He is our break ride and our previous version of Vowing Saber Dragon Reverse. Like I didn't say this earlier, but he gains 2k as long as he's in the soul, making him a cross ride. So yeah. His skill is when a Narukami rides on top of this unit, the new unit gains 10k, and you retire 1 unit in the front row. So another good card. As well as its skill is when this unit attacks a Vanguard, if your opponent has 3 more damage, it gains 2k, so it can hit cross rides by itself. But otherwise, it's just 11k beater. But it looks nice though. In a way, it looks nice. Going on to grade 2s, I run 4, Eradicator Spark Rain Dragon. Spark Raiding Dragon is our 12k beater for Eradicators. When this unit attacks, if you have Eradicator Vanguard, it gains 3k. So it's there to fix columns and put pressure on your opponent. So yeah, he's always nice. Next, I have 1, 2, and 3. Fiendish Sword Eradicator Cho-Oh. His skill is to, when this unit is placed on rearguard or vanguard, you move one Eradicator from your field into your soul and retire opponent's unit in the front row. So you can put pressure on this opponent. Yeah, lightning. So you can do this to put a lot of pressure on your opponent, destroy their 12k beaters or blasted arcs or whatever. And another nice thing about this card in this deck is if you miss your cross ride, you can call the normal one, the normal Vowing Sword, call Cho-Oh to rearguard, move him into the soul, retire unit, and make him a cross ride. And you'd probably have some Shukis or something to power up. So, yeah. So, but I only run 3 because there's other stuff I want to run, and these are hard to find, and I don't want to buy them, so 3. 2 Eradicator Thunder Boom Dragon, just because he's a good ride target. There's all these Link Joker and Liberator stuff now on hit, so as well as Majesty Lord Blaster, if some people still play it. So you want to be able to not let them have that advantage, or protect yourself from them. So you have 2 10Ks. Next, I run 2 Homing Eradicator Roshin. Yeah. He's pretty good in this deck, but he's 8k, so we only run 2. His deal is when this unit is placed on rearguard, when one of your opponent's rearguards is retired, it gains 5k. So with Vowing Saber Dragon's reverse is Limit Break, you can make him 10. The idea is if you don't have much columns, like this is a situation that came up before. I had 2 triggers here, and that was the only field I was able to make like that. And the idea is you do the Limit Break. He gains 10k, he gains 8k, so, I mean 10k. They both gain 10k, so you have a 21 or 23 column, or you have an 18 column, all of a sudden. So, that's what's nice about him. He helps fix your columns when you lock, and so forth. So, he's basically there just to be a column fixer. But, you can make some nice combos with him. Next, going on grade 1s, I run 4 Steel-Blooded Eradicator Shuki. His skill is gains 3k for each unit that is retired, and if you have a Eradicator Vanguard. So basically he's some more combos. He's basically your 10k plus booster. So you retire one unit, he's boosts for 10k for a turn, and he's very nice. So there's several combos you can make with this unit, and Roshin and your Spark Rain. You mainly want to boost, but I've even had to boost my Descendant with him, but it works because he's just your main 10k plus booster that really helps fix your columns and puts pressure on your opponent. Next, I run 4 Eradicator Perfect Guards because Perfect Guards are a good thing. Oh, that glare. Perfect Guards. Because there are break rides and liberators and stuff, and we can't forget Link Joker. So you definitely want 4 perfect guards to help for defense and negate those attacks that would destroy your hand. Since this deck is really reliant on your hand more than any other deck of Eradicators, I believe, because mainly Vowing Sword. Vowing Saber reverse, since you're gonna, if you're desperate, you'll call random units from your hand to lock, and if in the end, I've had just several games where my hand was too small near the end of the game, so yeah. Next I run 2 Eradicator Demolition Dragon. He's your 10k attacker. When this unit attacks, he gains 3k. If you have Eradicator Vanguard, he's just basically there to help make more attacks possible. Rushing this deck isn't as needed because you want to conserve your hand because of Vowing Sword and Vowing Saber, I mean. And I run 2 Eradicators of Bonfire, a Ceremonial Eradicator Bonfire caster. Her skill is when your opponent has 2 or less regards, you can drop and draw. She's there to help get the grade 3s out of your hand, or to help you get ungrade stuck, because grade stuck does happen. And there's glare right here, see. There we go. And then I run 2 Eradicator of Fire, Kohaiji, whatever his name is. The reason I run him is, well, his skill is a 10k booster for your Vanguard when your opponent has 3 more damage. When I was playing in tournament, it seemed like a lot of times I could not hit 21 with my Vanguard cross-running. That was annoying, and I don't want to run 8Ks, so I put this guy in. So either I lock him for the limit break or I hit for... So either way, if I do limit break or not, I can hit for 21 or 23 with him, and he's excellent with Descendant. You restand, he hit for 21 or 26. So yeah, I like him a lot. So going on to triggers, we have 7 crit, Eradicator triggers of course, 5 draw, semi draw to confuse your opponent on how many. I was running 4, but I decided this deck needed a little bit more draw power, though it seems like I draw into the draw triggers most of the time. So, or you can use it as a lock target, and then soul charge it and retire something with Cho-Oh, that is hiding right now. Yeah, and then of course I run 4 heal triggers. So this is my deck for Eradicators post set 12. Yeah. Since this deck gets reversed and we get to all these new fun cards. So, in the end, it's a very fun deck to play, unless you keep drawing into all your triggers and damage check all your perfect cards, like me, but otherwise this is a pretty fun deck. Yeah, it's nice artwork as too, so thanks for watching, subscribe, like, and comment, and peace out.